You know he's going to be picked up, don't you, Lizzie?
I'll just see what's going on out there. God, they're all out there still talking to that old buzzard from next door. Bloody funny if you ask me. That woman could took the leg off an iron pot. Bloody old troublemaker. Why don't they just tell her to pull her head in?
Yeah, it doesn't look like Fletcher's having much success in smoothing things over.
Hey, B, have you seen Dor?
I thought she was in the house with you.
Well, she was, but she must have gone out when I wasn't looking.
Gone where?
Well, I don't know. When the cops arrived, we thought they was after Peter. So Peter and young Martin took off the back way. Next thing I knew, Dor wasn't there either.
Well, you don't think she's taken off too, do you?
Oh, I don't know, but she isn't around, is she?
Oh, Struther, that's all we need.
These women are dangerous, and there's not enough supervision, only 2 officers.
2 officers is perfectly adequate for 6 prisoners.
Oh, that may well be. But what about the women inside the house? Who's looking after them?
They're preparing lunch.
They could be up to anything.
Would you like to go and have a look?
Yes, I would.
Would you care to join us?
Might as well, yes.
Well, as you can see, the house has been left to go to rack and ruin. The women are putting it back into some sort of shape again.
Pretty big job by the looks of it.
Yeah, but they've got plenty of time.
Look, how long is this going to go on for, these women running around loose?
Well, as long as it takes to get the house back into some sort of good repair.
That could take months.
Are you sure she's nowhere in the house?
I looked.
Well, how about at the back?
I looked there too. Oh, she must have shot through all right, B.
Silly little idiot.
Well, she must have done it on the spur of the moment because she didn't even tell me.
Well, how far does she think she's going to get with no plans and no preparations?
I still say there isn't enough supervision.
2 officers is more than adequate for 6 women.
For 6 women, did you say?
That's right.
It's funny, I've only seen 5 women.
There are definitely 6 women.
Would you like to just check that, Mr. Fletcher? I did notice the women, and I've definitely only seen 5.
All right, since settle this, I'll call a muster.
For a minute.
What are you doing here?
Well, I reckoned I'd come with you. Well, I know how to look after myself when I'm on the run, and I don't think you do. You'll be picked up in 2 minutes flat.
Oh, look, I'll be all right. You better get back before they miss you.
No, I'm going to help you.
Look, I'm in enough strife as it is. I don't want to drag you into it too.
Oh, I don't care. I'm used to trouble. Besides, you need me. Look at the way you were carrying on just back there.
What do you mean?
Well, walking along and looking around you, that's a dead giveaway. Anybody watching you would know you're trying to get away from something. Look, I know how the cops work, and I can help you get away from them.
Yeah, well, you haven't helped me much so far. I mean, you got me to talk to that friend of yours, and she dobbed me in.
Yeah, well, I don't know why Mrs. Morris did that. But I reckon if it's my fault that the cops are after you, that's all the more reason why I should look after you now. Come on, let's get moving.
Well, where to?
Well, first thing we've got to do is get out of this place.
Come on, hurry along, you lot. Is this the lot of them?
There are only 5 women, Mr. Fletcher.
Where's Burns?
I don't know. She was here a little while ago.
Check out the back. Lizzie, she was preparing sandwiches with you a minute ago. Where is she?
I don't know. She can't be far away.
She's escaped, hasn't she? I said there wasn't enough supervision, and now there's criminals running around loose.
Well?
It certainly looks that way, wouldn't you say, Mr. Fletcher?
Yeah.
You sneak these dangerous characters into the neighborhood without telling us, and now they're running around free. No one is safe.
Doreen Burns is not dangerous. She's not a violent person.
Well, how do you know that? She's a criminal, isn't she? How do you know what she'll get up to? And you want to put more of those people into this house.
The people that'll be using this house wouldn't be dangerous criminals. They'd be first-time offenders.
First time and what are they if they're not criminals? No one in the street can feel safe. You should at least have told us of the plan before you put it into operation, so that we'd have a chance to object.
Really, Mrs. Reed, there's no
I,
need
for
for you...
one, will be calling a meeting to let the local people know exactly what's going on. To let them know they've got a bunch of criminals right in the middle of their suburb. Criminals who are free to come and go as they please and do exactly as they want.
Hey, Mrs. Reed.
Yes?
Why don't you shove it?
That's enough, Smith.
Well, she's giving us the irrits, Mr. Fletcher. Why don't you
I
tell
said
her
that's
where to
enough,
get off?
Lizzie.
A general alert's gone out on Burns. With any luck, we should pick her up pretty quickly.
Good.
By now, she's probably hiding in somebody's house. She could have even found some sort of weapon.
Mrs. Reed, I told you, Doreen is not dangerous.
She could be hiding in my house. I left the front door unlocked.
She'd fix your little red wagon pretty quick.
I'll escort you to your house and check it out for you, Mrs. Reed. I suggest you get the women back to Wentworth, Mr. Fletcher.
Yes, right.
Mrs. Reed?
You can tell your department they haven't heard the last from me.
Don't forget Doreen knows where you live. She can come back and get you tonight.
You're not helping yourselves, you know.
Well, if all the locals in this neighbourhood are anything like her, with fat chance we got her opening this centre.
Oh, she'll have it stopped for sure.
And whose fault's that?
Oh, here it comes. I suppose it's all our fault.
Well, do you think Doreen's help matters by escaping like this?
Hey, missed you at lunch, you crook.
No, I just want to write a letter to some friends.
Oh, want an apple?
Good. Oh. Judah, I wondered if you'd post it for me.
Yeah, sure. I'll run on down to the corner mailbox for you.
No, seriously. Now that you're working in reception, it should be pretty easy for you to just slip a letter into the mailbag without the screws censoring it.
They don't censor the mail anymore, not that Vera's left.
Well, they're bound to read my letters, aren't they? Hoping to find the names of some of my friends who helped me escape or something.
You writing to your friends, huh? Well, I'm afraid I don't want any part of it. See, too many people could get hurt in all of this schmozzle. By people, I mean us.
Well, that's why I've written to them, you see. To tell them not to do anything like that again. To tell them to cool it.
Well, that's good advice. I hope they stick to it.
Well, they're not going to be able to unless they get my letter. And I can't take the chance that the screws are going to see it, so... Oh, Jude, you will help me, won't you, please?
I mean, how do I know that you're not going to try and get your friends to bust you out of here?
Read the letter.
Oh, I don't like reading other people's mail.
Well, I want you to read it. Look, you've got a right to know what you're handling.
Yeah? This seems fair enough. Good girl.
Then you help me?
Why not? There's nothing to put a letter in a mailbag.
Hey, I really appreciate this, Jude.
Well, anything to put one over on the screws, eh?
Don't be so nervous. We're just a couple of young lovers out for a walk. That's why you're so nervous, eh?
Come on, Doreen, I like you, you know that.
Good, because I like you too.
Just wish we'd met different, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm probably too old for you anyway.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Will you stop looking behind you all the time?
There's somebody following us.
Huh?
What the hell do you think you're doing here?
I want to stay with you, Pete.
Yeah, well, you can't. Now, go on, go home before I knock your block off. Oh, come on, don't start the hurt little brother act with me now. Go on, get lost.
You better go, Martin. Take it easy, we'll be all right. Is it very far away?
No, it's not far now.